2, 1. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're on YouTube Live and we're on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Share it. I found out that you can go YouTube Live now 2 days ago. It's pretty amazing.
I wish we would have figured that out when we started this.
No, it's a new update. It was a new update. Okay. So now it's like super easy to go YouTube Live, and it makes its like thumbnail up as well. This
is kind of throwing me off because
it's pretty amazing.
Your screen is flipped,
right?
And it's
almost like I'm in an alternate universe.
It's our mirror selves, flipped.
So
it's driving me insane, Jay.
But that is our. Oh, I got it also.
Share.
Yes.
All right. It's got one viewer, me, right now.
You.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
All right. We are solid as a rock.
There we go.
Solid as a rock. What was that from?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Posted.
Arrested Development.
Sure. But
yeah.
What?
Did you watch Arrested Development?
Yes.
Remember the Solid as a Rock?
Right.
That completely failed campaign.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Make sure
it's all good. Yes. So we're doing a simulcast right now. So this is kind of, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know. This YouTube thing, we're trying the YouTube thing.
Yeah. I'll show for you guys. This is what's going on.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to share it.
YouTube, this is Facebook. Facebook, this is YouTube right here.
I'm going to share this.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to wait?
No, it says, do you want to leave this website? And I don't want to leave yet.
No, don't leave.
Yeah.
Because it just started.
Right. So. All right. Yeah. So.
What you got going on, man?
All right. So we both saw Ready Player One.
Yes, we did.
I thought it was pretty great.
It was pretty freaking awesome.
Have you read the book?
I have not. So okay. I went into it raw.
The book is a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more meticulous.
Okay.
But they, like any movie that's translated from book to movie, they took a lot of the key points and they condensed it down into a movie. And then they added some things. And they took some things out.
Yeah, as you do with any movie adaptation on anything.
Right. They switched, because of licensing, they switched some things from the book to, make it legal in the movie. So
yes.
Yeah. So I don't want to spoil anything.
Swap out characters.
I don't want to spoil anything, but it was pretty dope.
Yeah, Angela's watching on Facebook. Yay.
Yay.
We're simulcasting on YouTube.
It was a lot of fun. It was like playing a video game.
Yeah. It was. It was like playing a video game, but also playing with like your action figures and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of key like pop culture references clashing together that you would never otherwise see.
It was a good 90s, 80s mixture of stuff. So
yeah.
That was great. Again, obviously, they cut out a lot of the book.
Yeah, of course. That's what, you got to be able to sell it to the mass market.
Right. But I thought it was amazing. But we did, there was a guy sitting next to us, and I started hearing a voice come out, and I was thinking he was looking at his phone, watching something.
Yeah.
And then I heard what it was repeating what the movie was doing. So I'm like, oh, the man obviously is hearing impaired and he's wearing a device.
Oh.
Got it.
Okay.
No, he wasn't hearing impaired. He was visually impaired. So he was just listening to the movie.
Oh, wait.
My fault. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah. So that was cool. That threw Katie off a little bit.
What,
she thought that someone was like looking at their phone or something.
Oh.
And so I had to politely go, no, guy's visually impaired. He's just listening to the movie. She's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
that was cool.
There's a lot that's going on. There's just a lot in this movie to absorb.
Right.
Like I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it because I know I missed a few things. Also, I was very tired that night. Right. So,
did you see Batman climbing?
I saw Batman climbing, rock climbing.
Right.
I was like, what is happening right now?
But it wasn't like current Batman either.
It was like 89 Batman.
Yeah, 89 Batman.
Yeah. So that was cool. It also had
Halo.
Yeah, it had lots of Spartans. There was a lot of Spartan love.
Right. There was Halo. There was Battletoads.
Yeah.
There was Street Fighter.
The DeLorean was
up in DeLorean. There was Bigfoot. There was Gundam. There was Kong. T-Rex. Iron Giant.
Chucky. The Shining had a big reference in this.
Right.
And I was like, whoa.
Right.
Yeah.
StarCraft.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
There was a lot. Just like I was like, I'm gonna have to just like go back and just piece everything together again.
Care Bears, Smurfs.
The Care Bears? I didn't even see the Care Bears.
Care Bears were in there. Smurfs.
Oh.
I think I saw Pikachu.
Oh, I didn't see Pikachu.
I think I saw Detective Pikachu.
Oh, I did see Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
I saw Injustice 2, Supergirl.
Yep. Batgirl.
The Arkham Knight.
Red Hood.
Yeah, Red Hood.
Joker, Harley Quinn.
I think Scarecrow, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just a lot of references in this. Ready Player One, great. The overall message, I don't know if it was the same in the book.
Yeah, well, the basic message of Ready Player One is, hey, go outside.
Yeah, every now and then, this is cool. Doing this is cool. This is fine. Right. But every now and then, hey, outside's right there. Go outside, enjoy life.
It's real.
Disconnect a little every now and
then. Go outside every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah. That was the main message
of
the movie.
So, but that was cool. Ready Player One was amazing.
Yeah.
Also, in the comic book universe, Shattering the Morphin Grid came out. I saw a kind of cringy video of Nerdist doing like an unboxing of the issues because they're wrapped in the cellophane, the black cellophane with the cracked Thunderbolt.
Yeah, the Shattered Grid.
Right?
Stuff. Yeah.
And obviously last year when the first new Boom Studios comic book came out, they were going to have the same thing, but the covers were of the Rangers holding their helmets, right?
Yeah.
And you're like,
awesome.
Okay, obviously that's going to happen. You're going to do it for all 6 Rangers, right? This time, obviously they're going to do it again because this is the next arc. And so you're going to have Lord Dragon just smashing all the helmets, right?
Yeah.
They had one of their main guys, Dan Casey, opening them, right? And he didn't know what were in these covers. Like he thought they were different covers. And every time he opened one, he was just like, no one told him. So he went cold openings and it felt like he was, very like, inside of him. He's like, shit, they're all the same covers. Why did no one tell me this? And I'm just saying to my phone, I'm like, they're all going to be the helmets. They did that last year.
I guess it's less obvious because, there's Lord Draken in every cover, but the colors aren't as highlighted.
Right. But obviously there should have been a production assistant or someone going, oh, hey, here are the comic books, Dan. They're going to be all 6 of the Rangers helmets, but the main bad guy is going to be holding them and crushing them. So don't think of it as, oh, you just got to repeat it comic book.
Right.
They're all different covers of each helmet. Also at WonderCon, they were also they were giving away like different variant covers, but everyone wants those, but they were more into the helmets because the helmets are the coolest thing.
Yeah.
So that's all. I was watching that. I was just like, oh, he looks really uncomfortable right now because he thinks that he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he tried.
Right. But Nerdist is not really Nerdist anymore because it's been bought by it was bought by Legendary, which is obviously a smart thing because if you want a company to expand and thrive, you need to
sell out.
Not sell out. You just need to be smart and jump on.
Who's going to back you?
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, Marvel would not have lasted as its own thing if they didn't let Disney buy them.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So, but at over the course of the time, Legendary has been also bought out, and so now Legendary is still Legendary, but they're not Legendary anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different company, but it's still the same stuff.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Company through company through company. But comic book.
How was it?
It's amazing.
Yeah. I heard it got sold out everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people just like, I don't understand. Well, maybe if you follow the comic book, you realize this is very important.
Are they new readers?
Well, just in general. Like, everyone has seen the trailer. There's a lot of, like, when they put the trailer out for the comic book, they thought this was a trailer for a movie.
Yeah, as did a lot of outside.
Right. So you put Jason David Frank in that suit.
Yeah.
And you show all the stuff. People are like, oh, shit, is this a movie? And it's like, no, this is a trailer for a comic book.
Yeah.
Which should have been a trailer from the movie last year.
No.
But, it's a whole nother story.
No, he's too busy
for a whole nother time.
In the movie.
Right. But, no, so the comic book obviously did what it was supposed to do for the readers that read it. But everyone else there was like, oh, cool, I'm going to go pick this up. And they figure out, it's all sold out. Yeah. It's like you trying to get onto Metal halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
It's, which I grabbed the last copy of Metal as well.
Oh, how was that?
That was good. It was very confusing going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Going through all of Metal from 1 to now.
Yeah.
Like, I understood where 1 was and all the one-shots were going. But as far as, like, the whole story itself, I was a little bit confused on what it was trying to do. But the ending made sense.
Oh.
Like, somehow they wrapped it up perfectly. And now it's going to lead into this spread out DC comic book universe.
Oh, well, those are always cool.
Right. But at the same time, you could be writing yourself, short because you're going to make so at the end of Metal, it has already been told by the author himself, is they're going to expand the universe.
Okay.
Right? Well, they've already they've already shown pictures of the new heroes for the new comic books who look like Marvel characters. They do. Have you seen this?
I have
DC?
not. I gotta check it out.
They have a Spider-Man that he's not really Spider-Man though.
Is it the Black Spider?
No, he looks like Spider-Man 2099. But he's just gray and blue.
People will get confused.
There's a big hulking like monster guy who looks like the Hulk.
Yeah. So they were trying to be the Avengers?
No. They're not trying to be the Avengers. That would be too on the nose. So, but
okay.
But no, so basically they went in Metal, they went so far into what they should have gone through and kind of just, cracked open the universe, and the universe has completely expanded now.
Oh, so they also have a shattered grid. Right,
but now they went too far. And so now the universe, they have the 52 universe, right? Like the 52 multiverse. The multiverse is full of 52 Earths. They went beyond that.
To infinity and beyond?
Yeah. And now it's a much bigger universe now.
Oh, okay.
So, but shattering the morphine grid was amazing because the grid is already swallowing people. It's already swallowing each universe. So at the end of it was crazy.
Now, as far as like when you say each universe, because
like Time Force, Wild Force.
Okay, so
So in the comic book universe, we're not talking the show universe.
Okay.
Like, you know how the shows, they go, okay, Mighty Morphin goes on to Zeo. And
yeah, they're all the same.
Right. No. In the comic book universe, Zeo is its own universe. Turbo is its own universe.
But what about, because aren't they the same characters?
No.
So that this
is cool. This is the cool part about Boom Studios and how it's making Power Rangers so popular is that it's so the morphing grid is basically Earth, but 25 different Earths because there's 25 different seasons of Power Rangers. Yeah. But they took the season thing out and they made them into 25 Earths.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right? Yeah. So there's a Mighty Morphin Earth that stays Mighty Morphin. There's a Turbo universe that stays Turbo. There's a Zeo universe that stays Zeo.
So they would have had to give them all new origins then.
No. It's just that's how you can get away with Tommy being the red Zeo and Tommy being the red Turbo.
Oh, okay.
Or they don't use Tommy for Turbo and they put in they keep TJ. Space is its own universe. Time Force is its own universe. So on and so forth.
So they could eventually meet each other. Like Blue TJ can meet Red TJ.
Yes.
Okay.
But Blue TJ and Red TJ have a completely different backstory.
Huh. Okay, I did not know that. I'm gonna have to dive deep into.
So that's why it's called Shattered the Morphing Grid.
How far into just any of the comics? Okay, so it's all one comic line. The Boom Studios.
Right.
Is issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are they at now?
They're at 25.
25. Okay.
Which that's why they started the Lord Draken new story arc because it's the 25th anniversary of the American Power Rangers.
Right.
So that's why they made this arc start at 25.
So they could celebrate all 25 years.
Right.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
Lord Draken ended at 20, issue 20.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole arc of Billy and Tommy going to that universe and finding out that there's an evil Tommy.
Yeah.
Ended at 20. And now, lo and behold, somehow the Power Rangers are working with this SHIELD type organization. And this organization is dumb and tried to keep Lord Draken in a confined cell.
Oh, okay.
Which is dumb. Because they didn't tell them that. They didn't tell the Rangers that. And so now he's able to teleport through different universes.
Well, they're screwed then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that should be interesting. I'm gonna eventually dive deep into this comic. It's been like Power Rangers. You and me, Jay. That's how we came together in the first place, was with Power Rangers. So I eventually want to set some time aside and just dive deep into everything issue 1 through where they're at now.
Well, you can get the trades. There's 1 through 4.
There you go.
So, but they're also making it like Star Wars and Jedi kind of thing, because now they've set Ninjor to be the Yoda type character, where he's the one that is knows all and makes all the morphers. Makes all the power crystals and the power coins, and he's in a library that's in between, that is the center of the morphing grid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the tree of Jedi.
Oh, okay.
But it's the library of the Power Rangers.
Mm.
And so that's why there's 25 universes now, because there's a main hub where all of the power comes from.
Okay.
And that's why Lord Draken is shattering the morphing grid, because he found that place. And
now he's
able to, right. And Ninjor doesn't know that there's an evil Tommy.
Oh. Okay.
Because Lord Draken's universe is like Metal, where their universe is the dark universe that no one sees.
Yeah.
And then you go over here and it's, here's our universe.
Okay.
So.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dive deep into that.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. Anything else happen on your end, Jay?
I tried, and then yesterday I tried going to the Walmart of comic book stores A1 Comics,
and
to see if they had, see if I can get the other ones. They didn't show. They didn't. I don't think they had any in there, like any interest in that series.
Well, aren't they supposed to?
Well, it's a supermarket for comics and video games and stuff like that. But I mean, they had Go, and they had like 21 and like 22 issue of Mighty Morphin, but they didn't have any other ones.
Oh, that's okay. So they just had the first couple on that.
Yeah. So I think they're just trying to go. We have Power Rangers. Yeah. Go away. We're playing Magic. Kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame that even after 25 years of consistency, they still marginalize Power Rangers the way they do in some places.
Well, like I said, A1 is the Walmart of comic book stores, where it's just like a super center, and no one really cares about comic books there. They're more into Magic the Gathering, and
which is perfectly fine.
Right? No, I'm not saying it's not. It's just
Yeah, I know.
I walk in there and people greet me and everything, but that's it.
Yeah.
And then when I buy the comic book, it was very like, oh hey, you want a bag? No, okay.
It's very simple over there.
There you go. And then.
Oh, right. Well, that's A1 Comics.
So.
Yeah. You've had a very busy time, sir. I think the only experiences I had were just setting up and planning things. And
for the neighborhood of destruction.
What?
Oh no, that was. Long time ago, me and a friend were super into wrestling, and we were gonna be Kane and Undertaker, but instead of Brothers of Destruction, we call ourselves the Neighborhood of Destruction.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Because we live next door to each other.
Oh, okay.
So we were neighbors. Anyways,
yeah.
You, sir, have been working on Undertaker.
Yeah. So I got him a couple upgrades.
Right.
Oh. Before I did that, I also did a podcast with Bishop Images recently this week. I didn't really tell anybody, but he has it on his page. Just look up, I don't know, just type in my name and Bishop or something.
Just look it up.
Yeah, I did.
Don't make me do all the work.
I came very prepared, Jay. But yeah, the way he did it, he shot it in like 5-minute increments because he knows how people watch YouTube.
Right.
Just like watch a video, then they're out. Generally,
we've totally passed that mark right now.
Yeah. We're well beyond that.
Yeah.
But that's how he does it. So that's how we shot and recorded his podcast.
Right.
It's mainly we're just talking about how I got into cosplay and this, that, and the other thing, and he gives his opinion on certain things, and we disagree a lot.
Well, of course, that's a healthy argument.
Yeah. His arguments aren't very informed, and
they're just angry arguments.
They're just he's kind of the Joe Walmart of.
They're just like,
of a viewer.
You know what? Yeah. I hate the sun, and you're like, why do you hate the sun? Because it brings everyone out, and then there's traffic, and then everyone gets in my way, and I hate it. That kind of argument.
I'm just saying he doesn't really look underneath the surface.
Oh, so he's like he reads the headlines and goes, that's the story.
That's the story. Yeah, that's pretty much the type of viewer he is with things. And
we're all gonna die.
It broke my heart a little because it seems like I use him as an example for society sometimes.
Society?
It breaks my heart. But he's a very nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
But, I would not.
Look, some people, they make a podcast or YouTube channel so they can just rant on their views, which is totally normal. Yeah. And you can totally do that. And you're going to have people that follow you. Just also know that there's going to be a shit ton of people that will argue with you.
Oh, yeah. But the discussion at the end led to me saying, I do.
Go fuck yourself.
No.
Why am I on this podcast?
No, it led to me saying, oh, yeah, I love talking about movies I'm into. Right. I also really like talking about it with people who also enjoy those same ones I did.
Right.
So But that was the bottom line of everything.
I don't understand those people that do those movie reviews, and it's not really a review. It's like Andre is Andre's the fairest person because he gives you the good and the bad
and the nerdy,
right?
Yeah.
And then some other places that I watch that do movie reviews are just like going, "Oh, the cinematography was horrible. The storyline was slow. The movie, it's like, have you ever made a movie?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. You're just reviewing movies on YouTube.
Yeah.
You've never realized how much money it takes,
and
schedule wise.
That's why I say he was a very general type of guy. Yeah. He doesn't look beyond what we see.
I stopped listening to a podcast because of that. Because every time they were doing reviews, they would go straight into the negative. Like they would go, okay, we're going to say 2 nice things about this. And then after that, they'd go straight into this like, it's like, wait a minute. There's only 2 nice things about this movie?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Justice League, that was a mess. But at the same time, you can see they were trying. But you also could see where too many people's hands.
Too many cooks.
Were in it.
Yeah.
So, also, did you see that advertisement for, like, on Instagram for, like, the ultimate fan cut of the movie?
No.
No?
No.
There's on Instagram, there's a whole bunch of, like, DC's actual pages advertising it, and, like, some fan sites were actually advertising. It was like, this is the, special ultimate cut that, no one wanted you to see. This is to celebrate Zack Snyder. And I'm like, all right. And it was free, right?
Yeah.
And so I was watching it. And they had like the slow animated series Justice League theme song over the credits. Right. That was cool. I was like, okay, I'm liking it so far. Then the movie started off with the ending of Batman v Superman, which was great.
Oh, yeah, Death of Superman.
But here's where it throws me off already. So they go through that part, right? And then they fade to black, and then there's just a bunch of text about how, like, 3 months later, blah, 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 Darkseid's minions appear, and it's just text. It's like, it throws me off. It goes from, this looks like Warner Brothers edited it, to an actual fan just like putting in this plot of going 3 months later, everyone is still relying on Superman's death, and I'm like, okay, that throws me off a little bit. All right. And then it goes into the movie, and I'm just watching the movie, and I'm like, okay, there's a couple of different scenes of.
They didn't change anything.
They didn't change almost anything. Like, the only main things they changed was, we got Bruce Wayne on the horse visiting Aquaman. We got in the trailer. Remember in the trailer?
Oh, yeah.
We got him doing that. We got the Lexus pulling out of the alleyway.
Yes.
And then going on an on-ramp to, getting out of Central City, which we didn't see. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then the whole Superman thing where he goes back to his ship.
Fortress. He
looks at the suit. He goes, okay, I'm going to get on the suit. And then he flies to Alfred, right?
Yeah.
And we see that part, and Alfred's like, they need you now more than ever. And then that's it. And then it's basically the same movie.
Okay.
So I'm like, this is not an ultimate fan cut.
This is just the deleted scenes.
This is you. This is fans being angry and thinking, I'm going to change it. And you didn't change anything.
Yeah.
It's the same fuck thing. That I bought, 2 months ago on digital.
Yeah. So you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this, as far as anything else for me this week, there was really nothing. I saw Ready Player One like you did.
Right.
And that I just went back and watched those, and like right now I'm watching Lemony Snicket's The Series Unfortunate Events Season 2 on Netflix.
I couldn't get through that show. That show was just depressing.
I enjoy it.
I enjoyed the first season, but it took me a while to finish it.
Oh,
because I felt
I don't know. I just fall in love with like the cinematography and the sets.
That I did,
great.
But I also felt real bad for the children.
Oh well, yeah,
and so I couldn't watch it. I was like, God, these children are just going through everything.
Oh yeah, they go through. But the thing is, they're very smart and resilient.
Right.
That's what I love about the show.
But I just no, I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah. Oh man. And then fucking NPH, he's the best.
Right.
So,
he's really good.
Yeah. Neil Patrick Harris, like I loved him even back in the Doogie Howser days, man. Like just he could do no wrong in my eyes.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing.
Right.
I've been kind of keeping a low profile, especially with my car having issues.
But yeah. Grape City's coming up.
So Grape City's coming up. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I gotta rest.
You're gonna sweat.
I'm gonna sweat
all day.
All day. It's gonna be round 2 of Jay fucking with me, just like jabbing me out of nowhere like he usually does, and then I have to check him. You know.
Right. But are you guys going into a ring this time?
No, I don't know. If they let us, that's cool, but I don't know.
I'm sure
I'm not gonna count on that.
I'm sure they're gonna let you on the ring.
Well, because remember last time I asked to go on the ring, they said, "Yeah, you just gotta sign a thing saying."
Then sign a thing, and then it will be an epic time.
Remember, I asked them, and then they never gave it to me. So I was like, "Well, okay."
Well, how about this time? You and Kane just sign the thing.
Yeah.
And then take your cosplay to the next level.
Well, I'd love to. I'll ask them again if we could just take a couple pictures.
I'm sure if Kane walks with you, I think that would be like, oh no, yeah, here you go.
I hope so. I don't know
because it's Kane and the Undertaker.
Yeah, I know you got to.
Who is not going to say no to that?
I'd love that,
especially with it being a heavy wrestling. Grape City is secretly a wrestling conversation.
It's basically an SPW show,
right?
A con around it,
right? I think maybe the reason why they don't do it is because they don't want you guys showing them up.
I don't know.
Because I mean, wrestlers do have an ego.
To an extent, yes.
Right? Just like stand-up comedians and actors, they have egos. They're underlying egos.
Yeah.
But they're egos nonetheless.
I don't even want to take a bump or anything. I just want to do the Kane.
No, I'm not saying actually wrestle some people. No, I'm saying take some dope ass pictures.
Yeah, that's all I want to do is take some cool pictures, and bonus if I could do the entire Undertaker entrance, that'd be cool too.
That would be cool, but it's gonna be outdoors in the sun.
It doesn't matter. Well, Undertaker debuted. Well, not debut. His first WrestleMania match was outdoors.
I remember that. Yeah, so. It's just that would be dope if there was a fog machine. Yeah. A place went dark.
Oh yeah, if I could do the Undertaker's entrance down to the whole 9,
right.
That would be
pyrotechnics.
That would be the boyhood dream, like to the next level.
There's all of a sudden there's pyrotechnics when Kane does his thing.
Give me fire. Give me all of the fire.
Right.
We'll come out of hell with it.
Although I don't like Kane's new theme song.
The new one, I think it sounds like the old one now. No. Like that, I've always loved the old one.
I love the old theme song.
Wait, have you heard? Okay, when's the last time you listened to it? Because he just came out with the new one.
Well, Instagram likes to show that kind of stuff, and so I'm just like, no, I like the old one.
Oh, okay.
The old Punisher 90, early 2005. Yeah, that was dope because that was actually Kane. Like the guitar was very haunting and goth punk or goth rock, kind of thing.
It sounded like, oh yeah, this guy's from hell, obviously.
Right? And then it starts with fire shooting out of.
Now I want to go back and watch Kane matches. Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna. I don't know. It's just I don't like how WWE.
They watered everything down.
Yeah, they're watering everything down to, cast out a broader net, which I get because you need to because companies need money, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But
investors.
But watching that 90s to up to 2004 wrestling,
I'd say
is so much better than from 2005 to now.
Well, I'd say from 2007 like to back in the early 98.
Yeah.
Yeah. 98.
Like there's some cool stuff going on with like Bullet Club.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Shout out to Bullet Club.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they're the next DX.
They are.
Those are pretty cool out.
Well, more so NWO, I guess.
They're a mixture. They're a mixture.
Everybody was part of NWO.
They're like a mixture.
Like if you weren't part of NWO,
I think the Demon King went to Triple H and was like, "Listen, I got an idea. Mm-hmm. How about we mix?" I was thinking of taking your guys' attitude from DX and NWO's aesthetic and mixing them together.
Okay.
And Triple H and Stephanie are like, that would be amazing. Let's do it because we need to get out of the Shield business.
Yeah.
Because Shield is not working.
Well, the Shield's dead now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like they try to bring back Shield.
Well, because injuries.
It wasn't working.
It was actually working, but I think either Dean Ambrose got injured.
Yeah. Right, but let's put it this way.
Yeah.
If you had a choice of being on Shield or Bullet Club, which group would you want to be on?
Well, of course, you join the Bullet Club.
Thank you.
They got the skyrocket to the moon, right?
Right. But, and then Hot Topic is like you go to the back and it's just yeah. And then there's like one shirt of the Shield up on the shirt wall.
Oh yeah.
So
they're trying to establish themselves as single competitors. But WrestleMania in 2 weeks. That'll be the day after Silicon Valley.
Why is it always that we have a WrestleMania on a major con?
I don't know.
Last year, WrestleMania was at WonderCon, and we were driving back.
Yeah, watched the whole thing on my phone. You were driving.
I was driving.
Yeah.
Now Silicon Valley, we got WrestleMania, and we got a cray movie star, John Cena, whining about how he's not on the bill.
He's trying to call out the dead man.
He's trying, and it's just like
he had a great match with Kane too,
right? But at the same time, I would imagine Undertaker. They're all friends, by the way. Let's put it this way. Let's shatter the fourth wall. All of the superstar wrestlers and the wrestlers in the WWE are all friends.
Well, yeah,
they all hang out together.
Yeah.
They're just acting.
Yeah.
So when John Cena did that and Taker calls Cena and be like, bro, what are you doing? I retired last year.
That's the thing.
Stop it.
That's the basis of wrestling. That's the basis of any promotion you're trying to sell. You got to talk people into seats.
Right. But at the same time, fans like us that know what's going on are going, okay, what? You bring back Undertaker again?
Yeah.
What is this? The second time he's going to retire? Stop it.
Well, technically, he never retired.
He retired last year. We know that. We know that.
A very defining thing that made it seem like he retired.
We know that. We stopped at a gas station and did a picture.
He's going to stop when he says he's done. That's when he's done.
Yeah, when he breaks his leg finally and he can't walk normally.
That's when you're done.
You shouldn't get to that point, though.
You're a wrestler. Look, if you get your rush off of doing what you do in the ring,
but Edge
coming out, hearing them
chant your name. Stopped. Edge was on the top with his rated R superstar stuff.
The doctors will not clear him.
Because he was like 1 inch away from going paralyzed.
And Undertaker is not on that level.
How do you know?
Because the doctors are still letting him wrestle.
But Undertaker's a very fuck you, I'm still gonna do it kind of person.
You can't do that. Sign that WWE contract, Jay. You can't legally wrestle a match in the WWE ring if the doctors do not clear you to wrestle, even if you say fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Them's the rules, man. They don't want to have another Chris Benoit situation.
Or a Well, Chris Benoit didn't break his neck in wrestling.
No, he didn't, but he was taking tons of painkillers. And
that's true.
Yeah.
And that's why he took out his family.
Yeah. So
yeah,
they don't want to take.
What about Owen Hart? What happened to Owen Hart?
Owen, that was from a stunt. That had nothing to do with it was from an entrance, not from a match.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Owen Hart.
Rest in peace, yes. But yes, if anybody wants to watch WrestleMania with me, Join me in 2 weeks. Right. I don't know where or how I'm watching it, but I will find a way. I always do.
I'm gonna go to Toys R Us later and see if they still have that WWE belt. See if I can get 50% off.
And then
I'll show up with a real championship belt.
That's where you really think I'm doing it.
That has no, if lost, please call this number.
If lost, you can suck it. Jay.
Because your championship belt has a if lost, call this number on the back.
Well, Jay, if lost, you can politely suck it.
How dare you steal my stuff?
Jay, we need to talk about some DC shows. Let's do this.
It's weird because last year DC had their season finales at the middle of March. And you're like, oh, cool, they're done. All right. Now I'm thinking, oh, cool. So they had their mid finales and they keep going. Yeah. And I'm like, wait, I thought you were all done. And CW is like, no, we got to make that money. So.
Well, they got to turn out the new
We need to keep going.
So they got to.
So Supergirl's the only one that's gone that has done their season finale for the season.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're not done. Did you see the promo for the next
one? Did they come? When are they coming back?
Coming back in April.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. You thought they were done? No.
There's too many things to watch, CW. You need to take your normal break.
No, they're like
I got shit to watch, and I can't.
I watch everything.
You watch everything illegally.
So why you got to make it about legally or not illegal?
Because I need
Can't you just enjoy the content?
I need that time to watch my other stuff.
That's the beauty of phones, Jay.
So I can get excited to watch.
You can watch anywhere at any time.
I move around a lot. I do a lot of things.
Sometimes I'm driving and I'll just have the thing going on there.
Sometimes you see a movie at 10 and then it wrecks you for 2 days.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
Which is not a normal thing. You need to get that checked out.
No, it was the combination of watching it late and then opening the store.
I've done that many a times.
Jay, you have a higher constitution than I do.
Higher constitution?
Yeah.
Which everyone is trying to get rid of. They're trying to get rid of the Constitution.
Oh, we're not getting all political here.
Why are you trying to get rid of my Constitution, Trent?
I ain't trying to take nobody's guns. At the same time, I don't want to put more guns out there. Just leave it there.
How dare you?
So, anyway.
I'm going to make my own Constitution.
Jay, let's talk about Legends.
And I'm going to write it.
Legends of Tomorrow, which this week had nothing to do with the Constitution.
Legends is getting a little weird.
Oh, let's jump that shark completely.
I think, again, this is my point.
Yeah.
They forgot that, we need a break.
Yeah.
So we can regroup and write better stuff. No. Someone was like, nope, we're going just.
Fuck it.
We're just going full speed.
No ball.
Because this week.
Yeah. Mini. Ava.
Mrs. Sarah Lance's new girlfriend.
Ava.
They went to a planet.
Oh, not planet, a future.
A future where there's just like clones of her.
Ava all the time.
Right.
So we got to figure out what that's leading.
Right. Also, can we stop taking either Barry Allen's Speed Force away or Kid Flash's Speed Force away in any show? Can we stop? Can we stop doing that?
No.
That is an old trope. It's getting really tiresome.
Don't they do that in the comics too?
No, they do that 6 months later. Not, we just saw 4 episodes ago of someone taking Barry Allen's Speed Force away.
Gotta find a way.
And now all of a sudden, Kid Flash's Speed Force is taken away.
Didn't they use the ice gun on it too? So it doesn't matter really. You're gonna get your speed taken away somehow.
And somehow Constantine is coming back as well.
Full time.
Which I don't think is gonna save the Legends. It's gonna continue. The seasons are gonna keep going.
Yeah.
But how far are we gonna go with being off the wall? Legends?
Well, the thing with Legends is not following any comic book storyline. It's all original.
No, which is great, but at the same time, at least every 3 episodes, someone's powers gets taken away.
Yeah.
Or someone's suit gets taken away.
True, but...
Or Rip Hunter decides to come back and be like, guess what, guys? I'm captain again. And then at the end of the episode, no, I was kidding. Sarah's still the captain. It's like, what is going on?
I don't know. There's a lot of... I think it's a lot of fun, though, still. It
is.
Just seeing... What I got from this week was my favorite parts were Mick and Sorry training. Because Mick's, Mick's being Mick, and he's like, I got fire, so fuck you. I already know how to use fire. Boom, boom, boom. I'm a firebender. But then...
What if they're slowly starting to transition to Avatar?
Yeah.
Somehow...
I would be okay with that. I know...
Somehow Sarah gets earth powers.
Yeah.
And she just, stomps on the ground and the earth comes up.
I know a lot of people would actually be happy about that. But yes.
Because we already have air. Mm-hmm. We have fire.
There's death, and then there's I think that's water.
Water. But so that would be cool if Sarah got earth, and then who would get water?
I don't know.
Can't be Citizen Steel because he's steel.
Adam?
Is he a water triumph person?
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say so.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Brian around. Shout out to you.
Waterbender.
Superman returning Superman.
Yeah. Oh, and then Citizen Steel can get metal bending because he's already
steel.
Okay. Anyways, sorry.
That's on the nose. We had also we had Damien Dark. Yeah, is it just me, or is he becoming like a crazy normal guy now?
He's just crazy. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Legends of Tomorrow is running out of story ideas.
Because they never tried hey, let's make Damien Dark like a regular guy and see where that goes.
Right, but he's on the verge of going through time and gradually bringing his magic back.
Well, yes, but the thing is, he's also gradually not he's gradually regretting it because of what it's doing to his daughter.
Right.
So
it's a redemption story.
Yeah, I think that's one thing they wanted to try with Damien is try to find him redeeming in any way. Because as we know with lots of villains through anything, it's very hard to redeem them. But it's a fun thing to watch, at least. Right. I think they could have went really south and went too quirky with this.
Super south.
But I think for the show, for the setting, their whole existence on the show, the whole vibe on the show, I think it works.
Yes. No, it's a good. It's still a good show. There's just a lot of things that are just like, why is this happening? I'm exhausted.
Yeah. But I guess we'll just see where this goes. I think they're gonna save the budget also because that's probably Legends and
we're gonna save the budget for the Justice League crossover
next year.
That is coming out this year in October.
Next year.
We're gonna get Roman Reigns as Aquaman.
He's not gonna be Aquaman.
We're gonna get someone to play Wonder Woman.
She's not gonna happen at all.
We're gonna get the dude from Teen Wolf come back as Superman.
Yeah. He needs to.
Gonna be amazing.
He needs to just come back. Like they haven't even mentioned Superman.
We're gonna get Spartan to stop being a baby.
Oh, they're gonna fight next.
And he's gonna get a ring, and he's gonna become Jon Stewart.
No, they're not gonna do that.
Come on.
They're not.
The man's tired of wearing leather and a helmet.
No, he wants to put the hood on. Didn't you see? He wants to
put no, I know. Yeah. But what if a ring hits him in the head and goes, "No, keep the hood. I got something better."
Oh, we'll get to that point. So yeah, Legends. Mollusk is prepping for war because the Dark Daughter, she's crazy. I thought that Ray and her were gonna have a thing, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
No, that's not gonna.
Maybe it'll come back.
Maybe. Who knows?
But yeah, that's Legends.
Yeah.
I think what are they doing next week? They're going to.
I don't think they're. Ready Player One universe.
I forgot what they're doing next. Oh, no. I know what they're doing. What? Barack Obama.
Oh, nice.
Yes, they're going to try to save Barack Obama.
What if the actual Barack Obama's on Legends?
That would be...
How dope would that be?
That'd be super dope.
And then you're like, oh, I see why all this horrible writing's been happening. You're getting Barack Obama on. I get it now. Okay.
I think... I don't say that thing. I think I want to know if they're going to walk in on Barack.
What if they get
the weed?
What if they get Key and Peele to play Barack Obama?
That'd be the best.
And then Sarah's like, "Who's this guy?" "Oh, that's Luther. He's my angry translator."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Well, this is Mick. He's our angry translator."
That's great. This is why you're the writer.
And then they're just both like, Luther's like this, and he's just like, "Hi," and then Mick's like, "What's with the deep voice?"
What's with your deep voice?
And then Ray's like, "Really? You talk like that too?" And he's like, "I don't talk like that. Cut haircut. I don't talk like that."
Yeah. Oh, that would be great. But yes, Barack Obama.
CW, hire me. I can make your Legends show so much more better and comical. Oh my God! I just made a bit up out of the blue.
You did.
Oh man.
Yes. But yeah, so that was Legends, and then we had Black Lightning.
What is going on?
Black Lightning got this show. I said it after I finished watching. I said, "This show right here. Don't sleep on this show.
This show makes me exhausted in a good way."
Yes, because man, right, first 5 minutes into the show, what do we get? Daughter, father team up.
Right.
What?
Right.
What?
And she can hold her breath and be bulletproof.
Yes. And it was magical. So in this one, we had homeboy Raiden trying to protect Black Lightning's secret,
right?
Which they already knew. They just wanted him to admit,
right,
for some reason. But along the way, we had Thunder
making a thunder tornado, surrounding her.
And like I was like, what the
she's like, "Oh my God, you're like Dad." No. Black Lightning can't do that.
Yeah.
She literally just made a geostorm go around her.
Yeah.
Which is really dangerous.
And amazing.
Right. But if she was evil, they would be screwed.
Yeah. I think they're leading up to more metas out there and
Static Shock.
No, not Static. Get that.
Static.
Green Light has been fucking with people because as we saw in...
Are you telling me this green light stuff is not going to be potent and explode over a community?
No, because it is...
across the street from Freeland?
It is ingested by a pill, Jay.
Huh.
So...
what if they go to the next stage and they move to a certain city?
No.
Where Black Lightning follows it, destroys the lab. No, Thunder follows it, destroys the lab like she does, like she goes overly superhero-like, destroys the lab, and there's two kids just walking home.
I'll do you one better. If it's lightning.
And the lab explodes.
If it's lightning that finally decides to join the group, but she fucks up because she can't control her powers yet.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be a lot better?
That's what I just said.
And then Thunder and Black Lightning take these kids to a hospital, and you just pan to the kid's hand with like, static electricity just starting to build in the guy's hand. Static Shock. Again, CW, call us because I think we just wrote your season 2.
Yeah, they're not going to do any of this, unfortunately.
You will be surprised. We're YouTube Live right now. Okay? I know no one's watching this, but when I post this, people are going to be watching it and be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So.
But, it is what it is. Right. And then we had a lot happening in this one. We had Lala.
Right.
Still losing his damn mind because he's like back from the dead and seeing dead people. Like Bruce Willis style.
Right.
Or I should say Haley Joel Osment. But I think it's what is his power? It's like he
can resurrect Tupac.
Apparently. But no, he could see the dead, and they also appear on him as when he finds contentment with killing them or something.
Is he Dead Man?
No, because he's alive, but
Dead Man's alive too, though.
Sort of.
Dead Man is able to embody people.
He's not embodying people. He's still Lala, though.
We don't know that. It sounds like he's Dead Man.
Well, no, Dead Man is
because he can see people's. He can see the dead, but then he can also, as he embodies someone, he can also see their pasts.
Yeah, but no.
Did they just?
No, because no, it doesn't.
No, he's from. No, wait. Dead Man was a criminal at first.
The Boston brand.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What if they're secretly making Lala Dead Man?
No, they're not.
And they're just not going to call him.
First of all, he's not from Boston, so.
How do you know?
Because he's from Freeland.
He lives in Freeland now. How do you know he's not from Boston?
He grew up in Freeland.
Okay, whatever.
They established that in episode
You
1.
squashed my blood. You squashed my shock stuff. You're squashing my Dead Man theories.
Logic. Well, you'll get over it.
You're squashing all my dreams.
I'm not squashing anything. You're shooting too high in the sky right now.
I'm just being brainstorming and creative.
I know.
I'm trying to keep CW fresh.
I appreciate that, but we have no stake in anything with CW. We're not making any money off of them. And
we're on YouTube Live right now. They could be watching this.
No, I guarantee you they're not watching. I'm the only one watching because I got to keep track to see.
CW, if you're watching this later on, somehow down the road, please get at us at Big Trent 07 or Strong Short Nerdy Guy Cosplay. Because, I'm just saying.
I wish. But yeah, so and then on the other side, we had the youngest daughter developing her powers.
Right.
It seems her lightning ability goes one step further beyond Black Lightning's.
Right.
In terms that she can turn into pure lightning.
What if she's Storm?
No, Storm couldn't turn into pure lightning.
That's true.
No, I think she's more so like Livewire.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. So consider her more like Livewire, more so. So I think I figured this would happen with the daughters. I guess the oldest one gets his strength.
Right.
And then the youngest one gets his lightning ability. So I figured that would happen.
But an amped up lightning ability.
Yeah. So that's, you put those together, you get Black Lightning. So,
right.
So that's where they lead up to. I thought it was really cool. Gamby to protect Black Lightning's secret. He took an ass whooping.
Right. Even though he's double crossing.
Yeah. But he did it because he got in too deep.
Right.
And he just tried to cover his ass.
Right.
That's what anybody who gets into deep with shit and
too deep
wants to get out. But yeah, I thought it was a great episode of Black Lightning, and the reveal at the end, I was like, what the fuck?
Right?
Yeah.
It was Static Shock.
Yeah.
I knew
it. Not Static Shock, Jay.
I know it.
Not Static Shock. But that was Black Lightning. Jay, what did you think of Black Lightning this week?
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be sleeping on the show.
Yeah. Black Lightning is back.
Can we get to Arrow and how motherfucking Roy is wearing his Outlaws hat?
I was going to mention that last night, but then Nissa distracted. Yeah. So Arrow, we had Nissa come back.
He's wearing a brown leather jacket.
Yeah.
And his
quiver.
And his quiver.
Yeah.
And his Outlaws hat.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, they're paying homage to the comic books and that fashion.
Can we get the next CW show to be Red Hood and the Outlaws?
No, they're not going to do Red Hood because they need to do Batman. They're not going to do Batman.
Red Hood and the Outlaws.
They're not going to do that, Jay.
Come on.
They're not. I'm sorry. This is the best we're going to get of anything close to that. So I'm appreciative. I think they're going on a little trip for a while, completely off the show.
Who?
Thea and Roy.
Because he's going to come back as Red Arrow and Jason Todd and the Outlaws.
He's not.
They could do a crossover when this Titans show finally appears.
They're not going to do that.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine that?
I could, but they're not gonna do it. And
you get Starfire from Titans.
Yeah.
You get Roy from Arrow.
I wanted them to do a Teen Titans episode of just all the sidekicks from all.
They're not going to do that because it's CW.
Even though it's more plausible.
No, it's not more plausible because CW is all about making more startup shows than,
I'm not saying make a whole show of it. I just want like an episode, just have all the sidekicks come together for something,
But there's only like 2 young sidekicks. There's Roy and there's Speedy. That's it.
Roy, Speedy, Kid Flash. There was Artemis.
That was a weak Artemis, by the way.
Yeah. And who else? There's on Supergirl. There's
no Superboy.
There is Mon-El.
He's not Superboy.
They could use him as just Mon-El. So.
But he's not.
It'd be fun.
Mon-El's never been in the Teen Titans.
It would be fun, James. All the young ones, all the new.
Also, Mon-El is not young.
They got Miss Martian.
She is up in Mars fighting a war.
She can come back. You don't know that, Jay.
Is this how you feel when I come up with theories?
Well, my theories are more reasonable.
This is not reasonable.
That are already on the show, Jay.
No, Miss Martian is not on the show.
She is still in the Super. She could come back too. She was already on the show. Have we had a static yet, Jay? No.
No.
They're not
but they're going to do it.
Goddamn city.
They're going to.
They're not going to do it.
I guarantee you, they're going to.
They're not going to, Jay. I'm sorry to break your heart. They're not going to.
Look. Season 2 of Arrow, a lot of people are like, no, we're not doing a Black Canary. And guess what happened?
Who said that?
There was a lot of people like, we're not getting a canary.
We had a Dino Lance right there.
Right. But we got, well, now we have a Black Canary. We had 3.
Yeah.
But, people were saying that Supergirl and the Flash are never going to team up. And then a year later.
I never said that.
I'm not saying you.
I know.
I'm saying those people, CW and the internet.
I'm a visionary. I see beyond.
That's not going to happen. My theories are more going to.
It's more possible for my thing to happen than your thing. So just so you know.
But that was the highlight of Arrow for me. Was Roy. Was being Roy from the Outlaws.
Yeah.
He wasn't wearing his suit. There was no hood. There was no mask. He had his hat on. And I think the brown jacket was an homage to Red Hood.
Yeah. I think my favorite aspect of the episode was Thea just finally coming into her own. She told Oliver, because Oliver, it's clear he does not want to give up being Green Arrow.
No. And then that's going to allude to next week's episode.
Yeah. And it's clear Thea does not
want to give up being Speedy.
Yeah, it's in there now. Right. So that's what Roy couldn't understand because I think his time away made him forget.
Roy was at the game too early.
He was out. He's been out of the game for a while, so he forgot what it meant to be a hero.
Right.
But on the flip side to that, we also had Nyssa come back.
Right.
And who's this chick that? This chick that just running shit now in the League of Shadows.
She is. I don't think she's. No, she's not. Talia.
Yeah, I thought it was Talia at first, and then it was like, no.
I think it's a new character.
It's a new character running the League of Shadows because it was disbanded by Malcolm Merlin, which I completely forgot.
You didn't. I didn't forget that.
I completely forgot that. I just thought they were like chilling somewhere.
Nope.
But no, they're still together. Ran by this new chick. I don't remember her name. Apparently, she's rivals with Nyssa from back in the day.
Isn't everyone rivals with Nyssa?
Yeah, I think so. Even her own girlfriend was a rival.
Right.
Yeah.
Even Talia al Ghul.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's sisters. But yeah. I missed Nyssa so much. She's not only is she beautiful, but she is snarky as fuck. And I love it. She just remember just the jabs with Felicity. I was like, oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Like she kept calling Oliver his husband and all that.
At the same time, Felicity's slipping on her tech game. Because when they got the map, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, everything should be clear. And like 2 seconds later, Felicia's like, never mind. That's my bad. You're about to get your ass covered in ninjas.
There was just a lot of ninjas in everything this week. I think I'm still watching Gotham. There's lots of ninjas in that. And then there's lots of ninjas. It was the League of Shadows. It was both the League of Shadows.
Oddly enough,
same week.
I'm not watching either Krypton or Gotham.
No, I know. That's why I'm here. I can watch everything on your behalf, sir. So that way you can go on, live your life, and not worry about it.
I'm not.
Yeah. So there you go. But I thought it was a really great episode for Thea. It just really highlighted why I love Thea so much. Why I've come to love Thea so much. Because I remember in the beginning I couldn't stand Thea.
Who couldn't?
Now it's just I respect her so much now.
Right.
What do you think, Jay?
Again, highlighted episode. Roy's hat.
Yes.
I understand why Roy was not understanding why Thea couldn't stop being a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's out the game.
Yeah, and he's ready to live the civilian life.
Right. He's been on the run too much, and he's not used to just suiting up all the time and shooting arrows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
protecting your friends.
Right. But I don't know. This, like the half of the season of Arrow, I thought it was pretty cool because it was going against a tech guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out that the tech guy was just a pawn. And now it's just deep, scratchy voice, tattooed neck guys is the main villain. I'm like, okay. So we're going back to mob bosses.
That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to make it more grounded season.
Right. But last 2 seasons before that, there were mob bosses and Oliver just like
killed them. The Green Arrow usually faces is mob bosses. So
which is good.
Yeah.
Because I like that. I don't like Oliver. I like Oliver in the crossovers dealing with magic.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing his reaction.
Yeah, because it's not something you usually deal
with.
Right.
I wouldn't like seeing it all the time. So no, but these episodes are like they're good. They're good, they're dark, they're Arrow. They're getting back to Arrow being Arrow.
Yeah. And like finally having Oliver embrace being the Green Arrow.
Right. Although the funniest parts of the crossover were when Supergirl and the Flash showed up,
mm-hmm.
and then Oliver came in a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Or it's like, all right, first thing, I don't have super speed.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
That was funny.
But other than that, Oliver being Oliver's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Can't wait to see
Diggle
him and Diggle throw down because now they're going
Battle for the Hood.
Right now they're doing like a rebirth kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
So
Oliver's like, I'm gonna be Green Arrow forever. And Diggle's like, wait a minute.
I love being in uniform. I love being in uniform, and I can't give up uniform.
Yeah.
And I wear this stupid helmet.
I look like a fake ass Magneto.
Yeah. That's why I either need to get a ring, or you give me that hood back.
He's not getting the ring, so he's gonna fight.
Get a ring.
He's never gonna be a ring. He had the 3 seasons to do that. But yes, a lot to look forward to.
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed on YouTube if you are watching there, and on Facebook if you are watching there.
I guess
we'll catch you down the road next time.